The DocAve Health Analyzer is a great tool if you've just installed DocAve and want to make sure that everything's running the way that it should, and also to try to troubleshoot some ongoing problems. To access the Health Analyzer, up at the top left, we click Health Analyzer. The Health Analyzer will display a list of tests that it ran and their results based on the profile which is displayed in the drop-down at the top left. If you've just installed DocAve, there will not be any profile there, and so you won't see anything at the bottom. To create a profile, up at the top we go into the Profile Manager, and then we click Create. The name that you give to the Profile Manager should be something appropriate to what it is you're trying to do. If I'm running the Health Analyzer after a fresh DocAve install, I probably want to scan every possible test just to verify the overall performance and stability of the platform as I've installed it. If I have an issue with a particular module within the DocAve platform, then I may target what I'm scanning just to that particular service. In this case, let's say that I've just installed DocAve, so I want to scan everything. After putting in a profile name and a short description, you click Next. Step 2, the Scan filter, is going to allow you to select which modules within DocAve you want to test against, and also the DocAve agents. Since agents are oftentimes in a large enterprise deployment installed on separate machines, you can use this to verify that those agents are up and running and doing what they're supposed to be doing. If there's something you did not want to test, you simply uncheck that and leave what you want. Since we're working under the assumption I've just installed DocAve, I'm going to leave everything checked off and click Next. The next step in the wizard is going to show you all of the different rules that DocAve Health Analyzer is going to check. Are the agents up? It's going to check on your media service, database owner permission for platform backup, and so on. There are 74 rules selected in total when you are scanning for everything. If I only wanted to scan, let's say, for SharePoint migration, on the previous step in the wizard, I would have unchecked everything else, and when I came over here, I would have seen far less rules to choose from. If there are any particular things you don't want to scan against, then you can simply uncheck that individual or those individual rules. And then down at the bottom, we click Next. If you do not put the Health Analyzer on a schedule, you can come in and you can run it anytime you want manually by selecting it in the Profile Manager. If I did want to use the Health Analyzer as kind of a continuing rolling report on the overall health of the platform, as I have it installed, then we would want to configure a schedule in the same way we configure schedules for all of our other modules. In this case, we'll just run it as soon as we finish up with the wizard. Notification profile is if I want to be sent an email once the job is complete. And we click Next. Step 5 is an overview of all of your choices. If everything looks good, then down at the bottom, we can choose Finish to save the profile to be manually run later, or I can Finish and Run Now to both save it and kick off a job. I'll click Finish and Run Now. Here you can see it has successfully saved the plan, and it has kicked off that job. If I close the Profile Manager, we can now choose that particular profile from the drop-down arrow here at the top. We can see now that the job has completed, and I can see that we've got a series of errors showing up over here in relation to one or more of our agents. That's the point of running the Health Analyzer. Now that I see that there is an error with a specific test, I can click on that to view the rule itself, to view the results of the test, to see an explanation of why that rule was triggered, and to see a recommended solution down at the bottom. So in this particular case, I can see that there is an agent service down, that it is inactive in DocAve, and another agent service is also inactive. I can now follow up by going back out into the control panel, going into my agent monitor, and taking a look at what's going on. Down towards the bottom, you can change the total number that are displayed on this first page, and you can also scroll through the pages of rules that you scanned against. So we can see in this case, I've got trouble with various rules in relation to my agents, so it looks like I really should go out and take a look at my agent monitor. I would continue though to move through these pages to view these results. If you want to see them in a spreadsheet, then up at the top you can export that out, review it in a separate window, and then still come back in, view the health analyzer and the results of that specific rule to see the actions that you should take. Thanks for watching this short video on running the DocAve Health Analyzer.